Well, let's move on now to our next guest is here to make a green monster muffin that will make eating your veggies a lot less scary, everybody. Please welcome back my friend, Emmy Award-winning television host and author of Your Healthiest Healthy, Samantha Harris is back in the house.
Always good to be with my Kim.
Great to see you, Jen, your whole family. We love having you.
I know.
Allie, Maria joining Deb at the counter. We're all trying to get our greens, Samantha. We're all trying to get our greens in a way that we're going to love, but it's not just us.
Yeah.
It's our kids, too.
Well, that's always the biggest hustle, right? Right? As a parent, getting them to eat their greens. And any veggies is a struggle in my household, for sure. But the thing is, trickery. I am not above parental trickery.
I think it's genius.
So my girls are now 8 and 11, but when I started serving them these muffins, it was a couple years ago, because I didn't want them to ask why it was green. So the greens actually come from spinach.
Yeah.
And so the green monster muffins are a delicious alternative. They are also gluten-free. They're great for people who have celiac because they use alternative flours, which we'll get to.
So they love them because they're tasty, also because they're called the green monster muffins, and they love the name in here. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started.
Okay.
So to start, we're just going to blend everything up, right?
Yeah,
we're going to put all the ingredients in here.
Easy. That's what I love too. Easy.
Tell me
we don't have a
about
lot of time. This is a quick recipe.
I love that fact too. And what you've been doing something I've actually never done, but I've heard a lot about. You're soaking these chia seeds. You're going to start with these. Tell us, why you're soaking them and how they're going to help us out.
Okay, well, the chia seeds, first of all, are chock full of omega-3s and fiber. And you know what? None of us get enough fiber. An average adult only gets about 16 grams of fiber a day. The USDA recommends 25 grams of fiber a day. Oh, my goodness. We really need, for women specifically, 30 to 35 grams of fiber a day. So these muffins will be great because they have the chia seeds, but the kids also need more fiber. So, and the reason I like to soak them in the water, it makes them a little bit more of a gelatin kind of consistency. Kind of helps thicken up the recipe, but also it hides the seeds because they're like a little afraid. Oh, there's a seed in it.
I'm telling you right now, my son would be like, what are these little tiny things in here?
They pick it, right? They pick it apart. So then we added some, one of my favorite things, it's coconut oil.
Coconut oil. I know we flip-flop, you and I both, betwin avocado oil and coconut oil. We like them both.
This one's coconut.
But so great. Medium chain triglycerides. Tell us why that's so great too.
So the MCT oil, the oils that come from the coconut and also the coconut flour that we'll get to later that we have, provide really great brain boosting benefits. Big time. They also help to reduce the bad cholesterol, increase good cholesterol, which we all need because that of course leads to heart disease. So I love that. All right, this is a good trick here. You're wondering.
This is organic applesauce.
Organic unsweetened applesauce.
Organic unsweetened applesauce.
So apples are one of the most pesticide heavy of all the produce out there. So you want to make sure you're choosing organic with that. And what you might say, well, why are we doing that?
Yeah, like we're making muffins. Why are we putting applesauce in
well, we do. Now, granted, I did use some of the coconut oil, but a great swap is in recipes. 1-for-1 ratio. You can swap out oil for applesauce.
How about that?
Oh, okay. And it makes it more moist if you
ask me.
It does, and a little extra sweet.
A little extra sweetness and moist.
All right, let's move on to these eggs. I want to talk to you about the eggs for a minute.
Great.
Pasture-raised and organic. When you're choosing to use animal products in anything, whether it's your dinner meals or in a recipe like this, you want to choose the right source. And when you can, and when finances allow, going with organic and pasture-raised is really important.
I love that you're pointing out all these great facts. I totally agree. Do I have to like mix them up now?
Yeah, that's right. It's
this guy's going to do it all for me.
This is the easiest part. We can get that blender going.
Got a little flavor here,
a little vanilla. Vanilla. Throw the vanilla.
All right.
So now we have the spinach, of course. Now spinach, I also like to go with organic because of those pesticides. We want to get rid of those. So put those in. The key to the green monster muffin.
We actually, and I hate to admit this, will put pink or red in Molly's pancakes because she wants pink pancakes.
Right.
Why not put strawberries?
Strawberries.
Strawberries for the red, spinach for the green is genius.
And you know what, too? Beets make a great pink, beautiful pink for coloring. I like to choose foods to do my food coloring instead.
And you know what you could do?
Blueberries for purple.
Dried strawberries and put them in the food processor and then put it in there. It turns it really good.
Add a little bit of water to get it
smart.
Got some bananas in there for flavor.
The bananas are one of the key ingredients because when you take the bananas and you mix it with this next ingredient, which is the pure grade A maple syrup.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, Canadian. There we
Team
go.
Canada in the house.
Oh, you betcha. So what is great about the pure maple syrup? It has fantastic antioxidants, and when you're choosing sugars, raw organic honey or pure maple syrup are actually, we're talking about even for your coffee, a great, safer.
And Vanessa uses maple syrup in her coffee.
I like that you did maple syrup over the honey.
Right. Yeah. Well, you can do both. Both of them are good. But in this recipe, the maple syrup, especially with that blend of bananas and the applesauce.
It's good for breakfast. You like maple syrup at breakfast.
And the best part is I allow them sometimes to have these muffins for breakfast. So they're like, yes.
Well, I mean, they're spinach for breakfast. So now, before we get to some more dry ingredients here, you want me to blend these up? Is that the way we're going to do it? Okay, here we go. Whoa, whoa, slow down there, Madison. Here we go. I'll take this guy off.
Yep, plunge.
There we go. Oh, it's going, it's going.
Oh, okay. There you go. Good work.
Is that enough for now?
Beautiful green color. You know you're getting great
Yeah.
micronutrients, because we see macronutrients on the packaging of a lot of things. That's the calories, the fat, the sodium, cholesterol. But what we don't get to hear about are the micronutrients. That's all the things that are doing things in our body on a cellular level.
I'm hearing somebody else say the things that I feel like I'm a broken record about, but it's great. And I by the way, I learned because you know a little bit of different aspects, and I know certain things, so I'm learning from you too, which is very helpful.
All right, so now we're going to have. Okay, so this is where this recipe is great for people who are gluten-free or maybe celiac, because there are no wheat flours. It's specifically almond flour and coconut flour.
Now, why are you putting both?
All right, well, I like the combination. Almond flour gives it a little bit of sweetness. Coconut flour, you're getting more of those MCTs, that medium chain triglycerides.
Okay.
So
coconut needs the same same publicist as kale.
Yes.
I don't think coconut gets enough play as it should.
The other two things he just threw in were baking powder and some salt.
Yes, I did.
And I like to go with more of the Himalayan salt or the sea salt because there are more minerals, so there's many more beneficial properties. Blend it away.
Okay, I'm hitting it. I'm letting you talk, but I got to blend too.
Blend.
Here we go. It's coming.
There we go. I made the mistake once of not holding the base while I was plunging. Everything went all over, and it went off of the you know where it's threaded. Yeah, so always hold the base and also make sure you start low, or it goes wee right off the thing. You paint your ceiling beautiful colors.
While you guys pour this into the muffin tins, I want to talk to you about your
grease them, by the way, coconut oil. Okay.
I want to talk to you about your Healthiest Healthy. So I mean, not only is it the name of your book, and you're now helping other people get healthier, not just by reading your book, but you're starting to do your Healthiest Healthy retreats.
I am. The very first one will be at a beautiful resort and spa in Arizona, and it's the weekend after Mother's Day, which I figure it's a great Mother's Day gift or a mother-daughter trip for mothers who have older daughters. But what it will be one-on-one sessions, group sessions of breaking it down, the nutrition, talking about the toxins that are in your beauty supply cabinet and your makeup bag, your personal care products.
And I don't want people to think you're just saying this just because you're on a health kick. You walk the walk and talk the talk. You overcame breast cancer, and this is one of the reasons that you became so involved in this. So that you are living proof that eating well does make you better.
Right, and it's not just the toxins that are going in your body from the food, but also what's on your body, around your body, toxic relationships. That's something we're going to address as well. How do you dissect who are toxic relationships in your life, and then how do you weed them out and reinvigorate yourself with positive relationships and resiliency?
I love that, Samantha. Okay, so we got these poured in. I put a little pistachio nuts on top. How long in the oven and at what temperature?
You're going to bake it 350 for 15 minutes. Okay. The pistachios are a nice touch because obviously a healthy fat with the nuts. My kids, though, pick off the nuts, so you know you can leave them off as well. There you go.
There we go.
What do you think? Let's have a bite. Pam?
Cheers.
I ate all mine.
I don't know. We're done.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yum.
Those are good.
Oh, that tastes great too.
I'm going to tell you one last tip. Because they're so nice and moist, you want to keep them that way. Line the storage with paper towel between each layer, and then stick them in the fridge, or they will be moldy by day 2.
Okay.
Just in a
refrigerator.
So
Thank
natural.
you, Samantha.
Right.
For more from Samantha, be sure to grab a copy of Your Healthiest Healthy. And for more on Your Healthiest Healthy retreat, you can visit her social media. And as always, the full recipe for these yummy monster muffins are on hallmarkchannel.com.